Guys, I can't. Hi, sweet babe girl. How are you? You're mommy's first person. I love you so much. Do you want to be mommy's moderator? It's 6. Which time do you eat dinner? Hello, ma'am. Sweet baby girl, when do you eat dinner? You can't? Okay, sweet baby. That's fine. I love you. Mommy's gonna talk about something tonight if you want to stay. You eat at 6:30. What are you eating? You're so precious. You're eating steak. Oh, sounds fantastic. Mommy's making deviled eggs. Hello, bone. Whatever you are. Deviled eggs and some cranberry sauce and some chips and dip. We love chips and dip, don't we? Okay, mommy's gonna put this here for a minute, okay? I got some things to do. And then I'll be right back. Oh, stupid phone, it's always falling. Whatever. I love you, baby girl. Okay, guys, I thought we would, like I said, I never know what we're doing until the night of. I thought we would do some readings or something tonight, or even talk to 3i Atlas, but no, they're telling me tonight's topic is books. So we're gonna be talking about books. Take you into my library. Has the code spoken to? So it never really spoke to me, but it's definitely there. Like, have you tuned in to kind of see some things? Because it's definitely out there. Oh, in fact, today actually I did use the code. I just repeated it to myself 3 times, and then ADHD went on to another thought, and then I made some money. As soon as these boil, then we can go. What was that, LVCO? What did you hear the voice say? I have missed you, Miss Mama. I saved that chocolate so my kids can have it with me. Oh, and here, Miss Lizette. Oh, I'm stupid. I tried to end the live. You know what? I don't know how to use this, so come on. It's not that complicated, Tesla. Oh, it's complicated for me. Whatever. Okay. See? Do you see it, Miss Lizette? It's right next to my coffee. I figured that would make you happy. All right, as soon as these boil, we can go. Hello. SpongeBob? Oh, I know. That's not SpongeBob though, sweet baby. That's Patrick. I'm doing wonderful. We're going to, funny enough, I thought that we were going to be doing something else tonight, and then I happened to be decorating my house because, you know, I found something I wanted, and then of course I had to rearrange everything to fit it in. Anyways, I happened to go into the library, and then I heard, you are going to be talking about books tonight. And I'm like, how? Okay. So I'm going to sit you guys up on the floor and show you books. Okay, so how many voices are speaking to you? So this conversation can go one of two ways. Is this a genuine question, or do I need to think about removing you? Because I don't have voices in my head. What I have is a gift where I channel communications as a psychic medium and a channeler. So, clarify, and maybe I'll answer you. Okay. No. Stop it. Okay. I got 12 minutes. If anybody does hard-boiled eggs, the best way to have the best hard-boiled egg, oh, don't hang up on me, is 12 minutes after they start boiling. Okay. Do you guys want to face the books, or do you want to face me? I need an answer. Books or me? Meditation is probably the best way to communicate with any type of spirit, especially if it's a guide or your angels. Face me. Everyone wants to face me? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Right here. See the mess that I gotta dig through? Deja vu. I kid you not. I have so much deja vu when I do these. The unstable signal, you know what? I don't know what that is, but that would not surprise me because I had both my phone and my computer shut off right before the live. I haven't been able to upload things or download things. And yeah. All right, so how about I just put you in the middle? So you want to face me. How do we do this? Okay, that works. I don't even know where to start. How about for beginners? Does that work? Because I have a whole series on beginner understandings. Come here, sweet baby. Come here. Come here. Yes, pretty girl. Yes, pretty girl. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Over here. Over here. See, pretty girl. Oh, oh. That's funny. Anyways, all right, so beginner series. Here's one. Psychic development. I remember reading this one, probably cover to cover, over and over again. Ooh, you know another one? Oh, this is how it is with me, guys. It's going to be ADHD. Squirrel. Psychic development. I read this one quite a bit. I know it's backwards. Like, can I turn this around? Oh, gosh. Nope. There we go. Oh, wow. Psychic development. There you go for beginners. This one is by William W. Hewitt. If you can see it. God, it's going to be inverted. I'm going to be all sorts of backwards. This is one I used to read and really, like a Bible to me. Understanding the psychic gifts. I mean, let's see. Communication with entities, spirits. I learned how to read people's mind too. I'd be careful with that one because there's sometimes things that you don't want to hear, and you have to be very careful when you do read someone's mind that you have a way to get out of it once they figure out that you just read their thoughts. Where was it? There was one on clairvoyance. Here's one, chapter 10, clairvoyance. It'll talk to you about clairvoyance. And yeah, they say nearly all psychic work involves clairvoyance. You know, the funny thing is, so I've been recording videos the last couple hours, and of course everything is just glitching and not working for me, but where was I going with this? Clairvoyance. I've been doing this for 14 years. And really, really doing this. Let's see. I dove into it in 2014 about. I had a crisis of shifting from the Christianity that I'd been raised into, moving into the psychic abilities around 2014. It was about 24. And I'm 35 now, so it's been 11, and it'll be 12 years come January. When I look back at everything I've learned, these are extremely helpful, and you will advance into your psychic gifts and figure out what it is that you want and don't want. But the gift that you have to expand on will come out in its own way. You don't need to learn them all. And yes, clairvoyance, like they said, clairvoyance is used. It's kind of one of the bigger parts to your psychic development. It is something you want to use, but I actually will teach and tell you that intuition is where it's at. It's not clairvoyance, it's intuition. And intuition to me is outside of claircognizance on the crown and clairsentience, which is the feeling, the knowing. So I think it's more important that you learn to trust yourself and build trust with you and who you are and what you want, than it is to focus so heavily on the gifts itself. Learn to trust yourself. And that's intuition. That is the baseline, that's the foundation, that's what I teach. You have to understand your own thought process, your own intuitive yes, intuitive no, understanding your rights and your wrongs and the directions that you should take on your blueprint. You'll understand because you'll have a spirit guide, a guardian angel, whoever it is that's guiding you through the intuitive senses, telling you, yes, go this way, no, don't go that way, so that you don't pull yourself out of your blueprint and then really mess things up. It gets worse for your intuition. Trust me, I've had experience. But anyways, so right here, I just put a tab. It teaches you about astral travel. See, it's inverted. Astral travel. Be careful with astral travel. Learn to protect yourself. Do not go out because somebody can and will be happy to take the open space that you've now provided with your body. But anyways, there we go. So the other one I wanted to teach you guys really quickly was a pretty fascinating book. Oh man, why did I put this away? This is annoying. I put all these books away and then they're like, hey, teach, please. Here's another one. This is a really old one and I don't know if you're going to be able to find it. If you can see, it's used. I didn't use it like this. I found it. This one was published. It even smells old. 1970. 1970. This is called Teleoccult Power, the amazing new way to psychic and occult wonders. Be careful with this one. This one will teach you how to read minds, how to move objects, how to manifest and bring into your awareness a physical manifestation. I used to live next to a neighbor who was adamant that when he was younger, he was able to move a vehicle with his fingers. Him and another friend would pick up a vehicle and move it. And he was also able to manifest or bring into physical reality a pencil. Why he didn't bring like $100 bills, I'm not sure. What's wrong? Oh, is somebody questioning my mental health again? Hey, Truckee. Honey, I tried to give you a chance. You can stop this mental hate and join in because this side of the world's pretty fun, or I will block you. You have it your way, okay? You let me know. Actually, let the collective know because they'll let me know. Anyways, my mannerisms. I'm just always happy. I'm sorry. Okay, so what would this book do for you? What is Teleoccult Power? It is a mental telepathy plus. It is a power which you now possess, although you may not realize it. It is your power to bring into your desired goal you have, whether it be wealth, love, power, easily, silently, and unobserved means. So, Again, be very careful with this book, because once you tap into the experience and understanding how to use your mind, especially with the manifesting, you got to be very careful, because you can bring into your reality very quickly the things that are wanted and not wanted. So I'm just going to walk through these steps really quickly. This is for receiving thoughts. Hold on. Here's one. How to read a word on someone's mind. You guys, okay. I am enjoying this, guys. Here, can I make someone a moderator? Somebody give me a thumbs up or some sort of emoji. I don't even care. I'll make you a moderator so I can read in peace. Okay. Your favorite Heather? I'm just gonna make you the new woman, okay? I have to become your friend and then make you a moderator, okay? Have fun. There you go. Anybody else? I love how you guys started just sending random emojis. This is awesome. Okay. Goodbye, Truckee. You were well loved while you were here. No hard feelings, okay? I just care about my mental health. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna read you a small blurb. And again, this is also on, hold on. Is it safe to teach everyone unless born? What do you mean? Just in case they have bad intentions. Is it, oh, it's not safe to teach everyone unless born. Just in case they have bad, what do you mean? I genuinely am trying to understand how someone is not born. She agrees. If you can explain that and maybe pin it to the top, I'll try really hard to answer you. Anyways, I'm going to move into reading this. It's real quick. This is number 3, how to read a word on someone's mind. This will be uploaded. You can record it and write it down. I don't care later. Provide yourself with a blackboard, any blank writing surface. Take hold of your friend's right hand with your left and tell him to think of a word or name. He must concentrate hard on this word or name. So this is telepathy. It's really just telepathy. There is one receiver and one sender between the two of you. There will always be a strong sender and a strong receiver. Now, with the chalk, crayon, or pencil in your right hand, mark down the lines according to the movement of your friend's hand. These scribbles, after a while, should start to take on a recognizable form. If you carefully feel for the slightest movement of your friend's hand and draw the shape of what you feel with your hand, you are sure to reproduce your friend's mental image or thought. Your friend, whose thought you are reading, will assist you without knowing who's doing it. I had to check the eggs before I burn the house down. Okay, eggs are boiled. Let's see. Oh, I just missed all these messages. Okay. Yeah, honey, it is Telecult Power. It is a 1970s book. It's extremely used. This is an old yellow faded book. This one is going to teach you like Neville Goddard level type. I would love to hang out with anybody who has any depth, because I can talk about this and teach this and send energy, and there's so much I know. Again, years of this. I read somebody's thoughts once, and what I read made me very uncomfortable. It was a man. And I was like, all right, I'm going to be really careful to not go back in that brain. It's all about manifesting, telepathy, how to hypnotize somebody without his knowledge. Whew. Again, this is your mental levitating finger. Levitation is real. I haven't done it. All right. I feel like there's more that they want me to say. Teleportation. It's sad to see this stuff just hidden, you know? Then again, if it gets in the wrong hands, potentially it could go bad. Dreams, 500 dream symbols. Agony, a sign of approaching illness, fear, and jealousy. Oh. Here's one, and some of you can answer me. Apples means a sexual urge. If I get banned for that, what? Okay. Bear, the threat of a rival. And then randomly, overcoat, sea coat. Owl means that someone's gossiping about you. Interesting. Anyways, that's a really good book. Again, it's gonna be hard to find. You can go to thrift, some sort of thrift thingy that shows a bunch of sold books, or Amazon, and just buy it used. A lot of these books that I have don't seem to be in print. They're really hard to find. They're rare. Ugh. Okay. Are we liking this so far? Or am I just talking to a screen? Let's see. Obviously, I've got the secret books. I mean, these are just stories of people manifesting. Oh, here's one. The Chakra Bible by Patricia Mercer. Patricia Mercer. You do have this one? Do you enjoy it? There is so much information. Actually, you want to get into Chinese astrology. That one will blow you. Here we go. Let's just start here. The heart chakra. Anata? Probably saying that wrong too. Main characteristics, the health issues of an imbalanced heart chakra. Emotional issues, attraction and compassion, healing the heart by the power of touch. It's the chakra that feels. Crystals to calm the heart chakra, pink topaz. Oh, here's some yoga. Oh, you know what? I have this little yoga fan. Legit, it's like a fan. It's got every yoga pose, and you can fan it out under every color of chakra for which pose fits that chakra. And you can go through and decide what you want to do, and it's got everything broken down on this little fan. It's not any bigger than probably 10 inches long and about maybe 3 inches wide, and it fits in your bag if you go somewhere. What is going on? This was given to me as a birthday gift years ago. It's called Moon Spells. I am a Pisces. Can you believe that? I am a Pisces. And Moon Spells just teaches you different spells that you can cast. Again, this is kind of branching into witchcraft, but the spells that you can cast using, oh, hi Pisces 888, of course you are. I love it. All of this energy, different types of spells that can be cast under the full and new moons, all different cycles, and just telling you when's the best time to cast whatever spell it is, because there's times of day, there's days of the week, there's colors, and times of the month to cast spells. And that, again, that's just going into witchcraft. Where it is. This is inverted, so I'm all like screwed up in the head. We'll do that in a minute. It might not be easy to believe me, but if I told you I've gotten rid of hundreds of books because I decided I wasn't needing those anymore. I mean, I still have, I don't know, over 200. I mean, I study so many different things. Oh, speaking of studying, this is week 8 of my engineering degree. 2 classes of, I don't know, 30 that they're making me do. And I have had an A average. It's a low A average, but still. Pre-calculus, trigonometry, and some other stuff that I've been doing. So I've been really proud of myself. On top of all of this, building my program, working full time. It's been a lot. Okay, so guys, this is probably the first book I ever owned. Okay. Fortune Teller's Bible. God, I'm so messed up. By a Jane Struthers. I'll put it so you guys can screenshot it maybe. This was the most fun book. Obviously, I kept it. This is worn because of me. I had so much fun with this. Okay, so living by the moon, different star signs, fortune telling, rune reading. Runes, you know what runes are? It's more of a Nordic type tarot. I Ching, candle waxing, scrying, using mirrors, tea leaves, using rings. Oh, you know what? I might teach you guys how to use a pendulum. You ever done that? A pendulum on one of these other classes. It might be a lot of fun. Candles. Again, dream. I have a dream book, but I don't know where it is right now. Dream, whatever. I can't talk, whatever. You know what I mean? And then different tea leaf readings. Gosh. Oh, and reading the face. The amount of things I have learned from just reading like eyes on people. Moles, wrinkles, the nose, the mouth, moles. All sorts of different things to tell who a person is. Okay, so I don't understand this one. This is I Ching. Literally I Ching. I'm so messed up. Oh, it's this hand. See? I don't know how to read these. It'll teach you how to read it based on what you're seeing. I'm not a video game player, if you can't tell. Oh, palm reading. So this book is called The Fortune Teller's Bible. This is the first book that I ever owned, and I have kept it. I've learned so much. Oh, you can read cards. And then it teaches you how to read tarot. I used to have a deck, but I wasn't called to tarot. I prefer oracle, so I got rid of them. Well, I didn't get rid of them. I thanked them for their time, and I gave them to someone else. And then numerology. Okay, let's backtrack real quick. Fortune Teller's Bible by Jane Struthers. We have the Chakra Bible. I just talked a little bit about the secret and the power. These are just true stories of people that have manifested things. Power of the mind. Moon spells, a little more into witchcraft, of understanding what day, what cycle the moon's in for you to manifest something. Psychic development. This is, again, one of the first books that I got for beginners. There's a lot in this book. The most potent and probably the most dangerous book so far is Teleoccult Power. Just, use at your own risk. Who did you say to do live with books again?
What? So I am not a tarot card reader. I don't even know anybody to send you to. I don't know tarot cards. I am an oracle card reader. However, it is still based on intuition and psychic gifts. What are you picking up off of what you're reading? Because they're going to communicate with you through the card, the pictures, the words coming through, whatever you're feeling off of it. It's just a form of communication. So this one I haven't really used. You guys have been following along with me. You know I'm not a big crystal person, but I still have it. A little book of crystals. Oh, here, let me help you out a little bit. Yeah, so the strong feelings are coming from your heart. Protect yourself. We don't want to be too overly out there, but that means that you have clear empathy, potentially, and clear sentiments from the heart chakra. It's good to have a feeling combined with another psychic gift, though, so you really know what you're picking up. I mean, I can get probably a good feeling, but unless I can see face of truth of what I'm dealing with, might not be somebody I want to continue to talk to. Oh, boy. I gotta find that book. So, this book... This book has to do with it's a healing modality, all right? So we've gone over psychic development and then some of the other mind power books, but then we move into modalities. If you want to use the psychic gifts that you have, these gifts you can turn into a healing modality using the modality. So there's Reiki, which most people know about. There's Quantum Touch, which is this book. There's Theta Healing. There's... oh gosh, I wish I could name more. Yeah, it's a group of women that I've gotten to know who all do something different. There's so many different modalities that you can use. And then this is Quantum Touch. Now, I really didn't get into a lot of this. This is using quantum energy. Basically just dealing with the quantum source. Pretty intensive. Think like quantum physics, Albert Einstein, that type of quantum. It's all the same. It's just, it's a different idea, pulling it in and using it as energy. Did you know that when you speak right here, right now, the second that you release that energy, you end up impacting the other side of the world or the other side of the universe that same second? That's why everything is so important, that when you communicate and you release your energy and you go to manifest, you want to make sure that what you're projecting is truly what you want, because the universe is listening. Your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, your movements, the foods, everything is energy. It took me a little while to figure that out. Why is it saying it's unstable? How would you know you're releasing your energy? Like an energy leak or what? Because you existing, you are an energy. Here's one. This one's a lot thicker. This is the one I was talking about. This is what I'm talking about, intuition. Building intuition with or trust with yourself through your intuition. Honestly, I don't know if you really need this one. I'm going to say that the biggest thing that you can do is teach yourself to feel. Your intuition is going to give you an idea of where you should go if you are not in a position that has been traumatized, desensitized, controlled, narcissistically beaten down, abused. If you are in a position where you are freely able to speak, meaning, hey, I want to go do this. I do not. You can freely go, you know what? That doesn't feel right. It sits right here in my gut feeling that everyone talks about. It sits in my gut feeling. I do not want to do that. I'm okay. I don't want to go. The issue that people have with trusting their intuition is choosing to believe someone else's idea on what they should be doing. Then as they break down that feeling, they no longer have the trust with themselves. You can get in some bad situations with yourself personally if you don't choose to listen to it, and it can take years to repair. years to repair, minutes to break, years to repair. Just like trust, lying and being honest, breaking that with yourself is one of the biggest sabotages you can do to yourself. So how do we build our intuition? We start standing our ground and setting boundaries. Not trust. When I started setting boundaries, I was getting hit everywhere. People did not like me standing up for myself. They got angry. Just know that you're setting the right boundary if someone's getting upset. And if you've been in a situation where you have not set your boundaries, be ready to have to stand your ground pretty dang hard through the emotions until they understand that that is who you are now and not to mess with it. You may lose friends and family. Take it from me. I only speak from experience, guys. I'm not going to speak and tell you something that isn't isn't something that I haven't gone through. Which, again, I feel like I have been through HEW double hockey sticks. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here. And the trauma has been thick. So I wonder if I went through a lot of this so that I could really teach you. Because how could I really teach you if I hadn't experienced it? Anyways, so y'all remember my crystal ball in my closet? Anybody? Crystal ball reading. And believe it or not, it's in line with your intuition. Your intuition is literally the foundation to all of your psychic gifts. Learning to trust yourself. Cannot stress it enough. Crystal ball reading, all you're doing is reading impressions that come through your mind, and sometimes they'll form up in the ball. They're not actually in the ball, they're forming through your mind's eye. Does that make sense? Oh, here's one. Chakras. Oh, here. Sorry. This is Crystal Ball for Beginners. Alexandra Sharon. Right? It's never too late. You are correct. But if you take too long, it's harder to come back from. The Intuition for Beginners is Diane Brandon. I don't know if you guys are writing these down, but I figure it helps. You can take a screenshot. Chakras for Beginners. This was one of the more important ones for me. David Pond. David Pond. I am an energy healer. I normally don't put a label on what I do. I don't say I'm a Reiki healer. I say I'm an energy healer. A psychic medium, a channeler. I communicate with the angelic realms. Moving on. I have found that one of my biggest pieces to me being able to heal is being a portal to healing, by the way. It's not me. It's understanding the chakras and the auras and how the energy systems work. I don't focus on other aspects. I'm just very heavy on chakras, energy centers, the aura. Prana and Nani. I can't remember. Prana. Guys. There's energy systems that move up. One's prana, right? Oh gosh. I'm glitching? No, I'm glitching because I can't think straight. That I've read over and over. You're not going to like this answer. Twilight. No. Honestly, the books that I have read more than once are going to be Sylvia Brown and my Theta Healing books. No, I understand the video is glitching. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do because I have full bars of internet, and the only thing that's possibly stopping it would be my YouTube is uploading a video to the program that I'm designing, and everything just decided to be dumb and stop. So this is Telekinesis. You can use this book. This is by Sean McNamara. I don't know why I'm bothering. You can read it. the telekinesis training method. This is going to teach you how to use your mind to move objects. This one's pretty fun. My Instagram has a video of me moving. Here's how I'm going to tell you to do it. Get a little tea candle, little tiny circular tea light candles. Get a toothpick and get a piece of foil. A little tiny square. It only needs to be about 2 inches by 2 inches. Fold it in half, unfold it, fold it in half, unfold it, and then peek it at the top and put it on top of the, what did I say? Toothpick. And then just command it. I'm telling you guys, don't overthink it, just command it. Just make it happen. I can control fire. That's fun. Fire and smoke. I go out there and I say, you're moving it. In fact, I talk to it, like, get out of my face. And it goes. It takes like, I don't know, a couple seconds to finally adjust. But candles, you can adjust the candle flame with your eyes. You can move things with your hands, the energy that comes out of your hand chakras. There's so much I could teach you. But anyways, the telekinesis method. Using your mind to control. And it just teaches you how to do it. In fact, there's quite a few people on TikTok that I've seen actually do it. But it does take focus. Okay. Some of these are witchcraft. But first off, this was a really good book. Obviously, I bought it at a thrift store or whatever. $7. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This will teach you how to use the system to gain money, assets over liabilities. That's just finance. I'm telling you, I've got books on a lot of stuff. The Black Pullet. Don't even know if I can explain this book. It was produced by an anonymous author. Well, okay. Probably because he didn't want to be found. These are symbols and incantations that you can use. For certain manifestations. Here's one. You're gonna have to just buy this book. There's no way I could show you or like put it in here, you know? This one will serve to conjure the celestial and infernal powers. Put the ring on your finger and the talisman over your heart. Then pronounce the following words. You know me in words, guys. I'm about to butcher this. Seras, etar, basana, and you will perceive the effects. I don't know if it's Latin or Spanish. These are talismans and rings, just symbols, just like the coding. They're all rings. I mean, they're all different jewelry pieces with an incantation that goes with it. Okay, I'm trying to find a specific book. I have not read these. I know it's only been a couple weeks since I first discovered I actually had them. But The Lost Empire of Atlantis. And then the Dolores Cannon books that I didn't know I had. I mean, I did. I bought them, but I've forgotten about them, you know? And I've moved all across the U.S. with them. Honestly, all over the U.S. Sitting in a book pile. So these are gonna be off the path here. Have you heard of anybody? Has anybody heard of Dr. Nicole LaPura? Dr. Nicole LaPura. I didn't see any options on your site. Do you do just readings? Jennifer, I have them on Calendly. That's why. I do 4 different types. I more or less focus on healing than I do readings. The readings are an assistance to the energy shift. So Dr. Nicole Lapura was actually a psychologist who decided she wanted to start implementing holistic healing to her psychology. She blew up, absolutely blew up, back in 2019. And I watched her blow up and I was like, oh man, I wish that was me. Because what she was teaching is basically what I teach. She just ingrained psychology with it. And she's so outside of the mainstream. This is her first book, How to Do the Work. How to do the work to you need the book list, which on what? Because I don't know how to give you the list. There is a video already that I have put so many of my books out. I think I even put every single book. It's like 10 minutes long. Anyways, this is how to do the work on your internal self. What can you do to adjust the anxieties, the traumas, and move forward? And then she's got a journal book that goes with it, How to Meet Yourself. And these are just beautiful. They're just workbooks. So you can start journaling your own information. And I was given a whole box of free ones because that's how she is. She's just all about helping people. And so I was like, oh my God. So I gave them out. And I think that's the last one. And then How to Be the Love You Seek. How to manifest the love that you're seeking. Okay. I just want to say I'm reading these. I just don't know how to respond to every single one of them. You know, I channeled last night with Three Eye Atlas. And when they told me that I have a certain list or a certain set of souls that I am meant to impact, that blew me away because I always knew that I was going to impact people, but there's a specific list, like Tesla, you ain't going nowhere until you finish this contract you signed. I'm like, oh God. Now it makes sense why at the time you blow up the way you do to impact the people you do, and then you move on. You know, there was a time back in 2017, 2018 that the person I am right now, yes, it will be on YouTube. The person I am right now is the person I was for years, but spiritually I've just kind of moved past that spiritual path and moved into the job and trying to survive, right? I would have blown up years ago had I stuck on that path, but I was in a toxic marriage. I was sick. So many things just fell apart in front of my eyes. And here I am again. And now this time I'm like, I hear you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm doing this. Anyways, God, guys, I have so many books. It's not even funny. This one's the aromatherapy. I don't use this one. If you can see it. Astrology. All right, so I've attempted to use this book, but I am not an astrology person. I would love for someone to give me an astrology reading or do my chart. That would be fantastic. Maybe we can work together and I give you a reading and you give me an astrology chart. That would be fun. Anyways, this book is Astrology by Carol Taylor. I think it's more of an expensive book because it is a rather thick book, and it will give you quite a bit of information. The first house, all the houses, the aspects, changes, uncertainty, and then each star sign, Taurus. This is a fun one, but I never really got into it. I mean, like I said, there were so many things that I was diving into. Here's another big one. Sit here while I get 101 power crystals. guys want the author on that one? Yeah, here. This is Judy Hall. 101 power crystals. Which book, honey? Where can you get? I assume on Amazon. I buy the used, the cheapest $3 one because those ones hold energy, and I really want to get into the energy of the person that was reading it. It's a concept that most people don't think of. Oh, look, a bookmarker. Look at the tabs. 108 magic formulas. Swami Manual. Actually, you can find him online. I love his stuff. Oh, wow. Believe it or not, I can't show you. Because I have flooring over it. But I put quite a few of these incantations on the entrance of my home under the floor. Like, I put in my floor. You can't tell. See that? It's an LVP. I installed it. Took me like 3 months to do though. Let's see. This one. Tetragrammaton. A well-known magic word used for countless talismans and magic formulas. It's one of the hidden names of God, and its characteristics are similar to the word, why do they do this to me? Shemaphorasash, mentioned in the previous chapter of Tetra. In Greek, it means four, and there are 4 letters in the Hebrew for the name of God, Yahweh, literally as Yahweh or Jehovah. Use of the word means self-power, empowerment, and knowledge. So basically, using this word, tetragrammaton, I used it to manifest things. Oh. So this one, I forgot about. Magic words to summon a person. And I don't mean a dead person. I mean to summon someone into your life if you're going to use witchcraft or summoning through energetic words, someone to come back into your life, whether, you want someone to call you, someone to come back to you. Gosh, I shouldn't be putting this stuff on the internet. However, you can find it yourself, so I'm just going to give it to you. 3 magic words invoking a person so that the desired person will come to you. Akotos exefitin cannibal. Well, however, he says it in a very strong Spanish accent. Exefitin cannibals. This is Akotos exefitin cannibal. And this is, I knew someone was going to ask, 108 Magic Formulas by Swami Manuel. It's probably best to take screenshots because I don't know how else to, Oh gosh. This is more witchcraft again. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff on witchcraft. Moving on from there. Yoga Bible. Here's one that you can learn all your different positions for chakras, depending on what you need to open up. Chinese astrology. Chinese medicine. This is a good one. You're welcome. Dream Bible. This is not the Dream Bible I'm talking about. I have another one. Like a really thick encyclopedia. Like a thick one. Reiki Bible, to those of you that want to learn Reiki. You are very loved, and you are welcome. I just go with the flow. If I feel it, I just say it. Maybe it'll be something different tomorrow. Meditation Bible. You can see I have tabs. I was very studious with this one. Hello. Okay. Negative thinking. I like how I tabbed that one, negative thinking. Yeah, it gives you a meditation on how to get rid of negative thinking. But like I have told you guys, meditation is only going to help teach you how to control the energy. I'm not sure how you can meditate into a non-negative process other than if you have something pop up in your mind and you're in the middle of a meditation, see a red X, go on it and tell it that you'll give it space another time. And it opens a door and it walks away or just out the door. That's it. You'll get to it later. I don't know if there's a meditation on negative thinking. I don't recommend that. Connecting with the divine. That's a lot of SpongeBob's. What happened to... What happened to TikTok that there's now SpongeBob? Okay, heart chakra. There's a theme tonight. It's like the 4th time we've come up with this. Maybe I should pay attention. And then, I don't know. Meditation on where is my mind now? I think that one more or less is pretty easy. Just focus on what you're thinking and why. Then dig down like I would. Why? And then this one's a meditation on forgiveness. A lost concept on forgiveness is forgiving yourself. How many of you have thought about making sure to forgive yourself and choices that you have made that haven't been the best? Forgive yourself not knowing then what you know now. It's all part of the process. Oh, here's one. For those of you that want to learn Reiki, this is actually a really good teaching guide. In fact, there was a point in this book where she taught, it might be at the end of the book, honestly, where she says, if you go to it, hold on, stupid thing. If you go to ask a question in your mind and you are answered before you finish the question, that is clairaudience. That's someone speaking to you from the other side. I just always say use the voice, the face of truth to make sure you're communicating with an entity, an energy that is having your best interest. Reiki for Life. The Complete Guide to Reiki Practices 1, 2, and 3 by Penelope Quest. Just depends if you like this or not. Some of you are going to be led to do Reiki. Some of you maybe no healing at all. But I know I have followers that like Reiki. That's how I started. I really feel like Reiki is the baseline, the foundation, understanding what you're messing with, and then you start diving in deeper. And for me, I dove into Theta. Okay. Look, all we did was touch, 30 books? I've got how many more, guys? Help. How about Reiki helped me open up some of my psychic gifts. And I remember when it happened. I asked for it to happen, and within seconds, I had it. I was like, whoa. It didn't happen again, though. Do you guys want to do a couple more on theta healing, angels, or Sylvia Brown? Give me a 1 for theta, 2 for angels, or 3 for Sylvia Brown. Each one's going to be different. Theta's healing, angels are the angel channeling, and then the Sylvia Brown is all psychic. Oh my God, everyone's got something different. Help! Oh. Well, I don't know. Oh, shit. There's a whole bunch more now. Okay. I guess looks like... You guys are killing me. Well... How about I pull a couple books from each pile just to make you all happy? Yes, ask the angels. That's what I hear. Just pull a couple from each pile. How about that? That work for you? Yes, thanks, guys. All right, so I'm going to randomly pick 2 from Sylvia. I don't know what I'm pulling here, okay? These are randoms. Okay. Okay, what else did I say? Healing. I gotta find this. Okay, we're gonna do, perfect. I got 2 of each. Oh, I'm only 35, but right now my lower back feels like I'm, I don't know, 85. Oh. Okay, let's start with Theta Healing. We're gonna go process here. Theta Healing. This is the process of going up to Creator at the 7th plane and enacting the pure energy of Source, Universe, Creator, and bringing that back down into the 3rd dimension and enacting healing, commanding healing. So I teach healing. In this book, the 12-strand DNA and the healing enlightenment, go up and seek God. Those of you that would like to just teach yourself how to heal yourself through the Theta brainwave, going up to Creator, this is the book you should start with. I'm on the floor because all my books are on the floor because I don't know how to build a bookcase. I have asked for help. The help was not here. And I have yet to build it. I've got an idea. But I want something really fancy. Okay. Go up and seek God. Sylvia Brown. My God, I forgot her name. Oh, Vianna Steibel. Oh my God. If you want that one. Now, here we go. When I do Theta Healing with you, you guys pay for the session for Theta Healing. It's an hour and a half long. Sometimes it goes into 2 hours. These sessions go very deep. Some of you that have had them with me can attest to that. However, they go deeper if I'm not able to shift that belief system from the base that we've picked. While you're talking to me in these sessions, I'm hearing the beliefs and I'm writing them down and I'm being guided by Spirit, and we write them down on this paper and then we go through and we pull them. If I'm not able to shift it, that's where her other book, Digging, comes in, and we dig as to why that belief has such a deep root. And sometimes it goes down into childhood, past lives. This one has to do with the belief systems that are stuck to diseases and disorders. Believe it or not, everything is stemming from some sort of physical ailment that's telling you a story that started as a spiritual belief, your limiting beliefs. And when we go into Theta, we go into subconscious mind and we command the Creator change it. Those of you that have done this with me know how quickly it changes. Okay, so Theta Healing Diseases and Disorders by Vianna Steibel. I think right now she's got 5 books. So how about this? I'm going to pick a random one. I'm going to read it to you. Which one? Okay. That's a long one. I'm gonna try to breeze over kidneys. That's where I landed. Okay, symptoms of kidney problems include abdominal pain, appetite loss, back pain, chills, fever, fluid retention, urinary urgency, and vomiting. Causes: chronic kidney diseases can be caused by diabetics, high blood pressure, and other disorders, heavy exposure to chemotherapy, drugs, heavy metals, poisons, and other toxins. Oh my God, if I could just breathe on air, and even then I don't think the air is pure, we could heal so much. Belief work. If the kidney dysfunction was caused by a toxin, because we have to communicate psychically what happened to this, then a simple healing will clear the problem. However, if it was not caused by a toxin, it may require belief work, going into theta mind. Resentment and old anger are stored in the kidneys. Kidney problems associated with emotions also arise when a person is very upset or over-judgmental. Always look to clear old resentments and grudges to get the kidneys working again. This may take a little time because you may find the way that the resentment is serving the person in order to completely clear the disorder. Sometimes people don't want to be healed because what they have from their sickness is something they crave, whether it's attention or some sort of disability payment. They don't want to let go because they'll lose the foundation. The downloads. I know how to live without resenting myself. I know how to live without resenting others. I know how to get rid of destructive energies in my life. If you've worked with me, you know some of these are things that I will say, and you're like, what is that? I'm like, well, does this resonate with you? Like, yeah, oh wow, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, it's because I can hear it through your limiting beliefs and the way you're speaking. And then we implement, I know how to be happy, I can breathe the breath of life, I know how to forgive my body. And these are the types of beliefs that will heal kidney issues. Anyways, that's just a taste of it, and you can see why it takes a couple hours. A couple hours, guys. You think the price is high? It's 2 hours of this. It's exhausting, but so beautiful at the same time. All right, so going into Doreen Virtue. She was, I think, one of the heavy ones that I first started buying when I really got into angels. This one has to do with Angels 101. So she breaks down exactly what you need to know for you to understand working with an angel, what the angels are, the colors that come with them, the stories that they have, the strengths that they have, the things that they can do for you, angelic help in your career and purpose. I should probably read that one. Angelic help with relationships. And then connecting with your angels. Like, she tells you everything. This is a beautiful one. Again, her stuff's not in print anymore. When she went from psychic channeler, angelic channeler, and moved to Christianity, she told Hay House that she did not want them to print off any of her stuff anymore. So good luck finding most of what she had. All right, this was the angel that I pulled, Archangel Raphael. Notice it's a green book. Archangel Raphael is the healer archangel. He heals in the color of green. It's beautiful. I know, isn't that? It really kind of sad because she pulled all of us healers, channelers, into that world, and we're so resonating with it, and then denounces it. Now, what does that say about a person like me who still believes it? You know, it's just really unfair. Archangel Raphael will actually use a vacuum. If you use him in any sort of healing, he goes through and just vacuums out sickness, and it's green. It's always moving. He is a shorter angel. I see him as a shorter, more, not fat, but just a little more round than Archangel Michael. I don't work with him a lot. I work with Archangel Michael more. Anyways, this book will give you a whole breakdown on who he is, what he does. He comes out in the cards sometimes. Healing and traveling. Psychically seeing Raphael. Sometimes people have encountered seeing someone that they've never met before come up to them and give them some sort of healing, and he's wearing green, and they swear up and down that he was an angel. They don't know where he's at. Oh, sorry. Now we're moving into the last couple, which are Sylvia Browne. Sylvia Browne, I saw a video of her the other day, and I was kind of mortified. I have never watched anything she's ever put out. I heard her voice once and sounded like she was a really, really, really bad smoker. I don't know. Second, when I watched some of her live channeling on stage somewhere, and the healings that, or the responses she was giving to people's questions, I'll be honest, really disturbed me. I'm not going to say that she wasn't accurate, but some of the energy she was giving off was just impulsive and not really. Was it Montel Williams? I don't know. I just know that I was like, oh my God. I understand she was just speaking what's channeled first, but it didn't feel right, if you know what I mean. Anyways, I've only ever read her books. So, Conversations with the Other Side. This is a pretty good book. They debunked her. Oof. Yeah. I don't even know what to say, because if they did, you might not want to read these. Anyways, Conversations with the Other Side. I think she was communicating with her spirit guide. I don't know. I haven't read this one in a while. Oh. I have a book buck. I can get a book for $1. I'm not even sure really what this one covers. It's been so long. Reincarnation. I think she's communicating with someone on the other side. Planning an incarnation. I don't know. It's probably not the best book to pick. But again, at your own demise. You want to read something that you feel like isn't true, that's fine. I as far as debunking, I read something the other day where someone had said people who claim to have psychic powers or connect to the other side or convince people of these gifts are either lying to the people that are listening or they're lying to themselves. I really took that to heart because I don't know how I'm supposed to think going forward. If what I'm saying to you, and I've never met you, resonates with you when you get on a call with me, or what I have to say to you when I randomly meet you on the street resonates with you and has so much truth, there's got to be some truth to it, right? I'm pulling it from somewhere, so maybe I am fooling you, but I don't see how we can fool two people at once. Because I don't know what you know and don't know. I don't know. Anyways, that's just my take on it. Next one. So I got fancy one day and decided I didn't like the covers. So I took the covers off, and this is what I ended up with. It's okay. They do look a little old-fashioned, but Sylvia Browne, Life on the Other Side. Okay. So this book, I would recommend, all right? This one makes me feel good because this is where I learned about what happens on the other side when you die. Not only do you get pulled over to the other side with an angel, there's principalities, there's 9 different tiers of angels. The highest tier and then some other tier take you from the portal that opens up when you die, and they take you lovingly to the other side. And on the other side is everything that happens. Therapy, detoxes, time comes to like a standstill. It doesn't exist, or it's different from what we have. The things that you can read and the psychic gifts that are so strong, the healing. Anyways, so you get the sanctity of the Hall of Justice, the grateful recipient of wisdom from the revered council. So when I talked about the blueprint is not set. This is Sylvia Browne, Life on the Other Side. So, guys, what was I saying? Oh no, what was I saying? The blueprint. Understanding the council of 12. There is a strong council that will not let you sit with the blueprint that you've set unless they've decided that you can handle everything that you go through. So again, just talking about the council. You come back and you talk to the council and you basically say, wow, that was a long 80 years. And then you look at everything that happened. You sit and you look at life flashing before your eyes. You heard that term? When someone's about to die, they have a near death experience and life flashes before their eyes. Basically what happens is they're living through that screen very quickly and they see everything happening. When you go to the other side, you sit in a screen or you sit and you just see it all happening. I imagine that it's all psychically happening, going across your eyes, and you're just seeing and feeling every memory. Things I know I've forgotten. And then this is where the soul gets excited and goes, wow, I messed up. I can do it better this time. I promise. Let's go. I want another life. Let's go. And the council goes, oh, wow, no. Take a minute, step back, let's do some healing, see where you're at after some time, and then we'll look at a new blueprint if that's really where you want to go. Because you look at it, think about it. If you're in a situation that has you sad and scared, and then you get to the other side, and you're like, wow, I'm so much better. Thank God I can drink my coffee in peace. That problem was fixed. And you think you can just be invincible again? No, they're like, okay, just take a minute. Just breathe and let's feel what we have experienced. And that's the thing, is that everybody gets excited thinking, oh my God, I can do better. I know what I messed up in. No, because when you're here, this is hard. Earth is one of the hardest colleges to go through for your soul. We choose to come to Earth and we choose to come to the U.S. As much as I'm made fun of for living in the U.S. with these gifts, we choose to come to the U.S. It is one of the most extensive, hardest, most oppressive, dark energy lives that you can go through. And if you're breaking out of it, you're doing really well. You're doing really well. So, while you're here, allow your soul to advance with the lessons that you have. And then how do you follow the lessons? You listen to your intuition and you build truth with yourself. How do you do that? You set your boundaries. It's quite a bit of information. Anyways, a lot of what I learned psychically anyways was the information that I got from Sylvia Browne. I don't agree with everything. And I never agree with everything. Let me just get that straight. I don't just... Yes, Earth is hell. Thank you so much for saying that. That liberated me from so much of my religious bonds around the time that I was 27 and 28, figuring out my spirituality. I would cry for hours because I was terrified that when I died, that I'd go to hell. The religious bonds are things that I do work to help release people of when they work with me, because they are the most damaging to the soul's expansion. Did you know that there are some ghosts trapped here on Earth because they are afraid to go meet their maker or get their judgment day? That is so sad. Like, my heart hurts right now thinking about that, because that's how many lost souls are trapped here because they are genuinely afraid. I actually had a soul in a I don't think she was a trapped soul, but I was in a graveyard, and this little girl was in the graveyard, and she was just playing and having a great time. And I actually called on Archangel Michael to take her to the other side. Here's a little girl. She was like 5. I was like, this poor baby does not need to be here. Not like I didn't want to talk to her, but she was obviously caught. And I was like, get her out of here. Like, she needs to go. Not like, shoo, she's a 5-year-old. I meant like, Archangel Michael, take this baby and let's move her to the other side. And then she was gone. I'm gonna cry again. I remember her waving, and this bright light, like, in my mind just came down, and she was gone. She was gone. But yes, there are a lot of souls that are afraid because they get stuck here, and they're afraid to move on. I think Sylvia Browne, actually teaches that there's a portal, or there's a time where they can go, and then if they miss it, they have to wait for the next cycle. I don't really believe that. I believe, again, it's all based on what you choose to believe, but I believe that if you call on the higher power, they can portal you through. I mean, everything, if you can astral project and remote view, you can portal through. You don't need to wait for an opening. But there are some souls that just don't want to go because they don't believe that life is the way that it is for them. You ever had, like, here's one. You ever seen videos where ghosts are walking through walls? That's because when they are energetically living in their vibration, they're moving through just an energy. They're not moving through a wall. To them, they're just moving through that vibration. Remember I said everything's code, everything's energy. They're just moving, and it's like, oh my God, that ghost went through the wall. Where'd it go? They're just shifting through. Now, here's another one. The stories of ghosts, and I don't mean demonic entities. They have no space here. Ghosts that are in a home that keep showing up, apparitions, or something keeps getting moved, or they keep hearing voices, and it's not necessarily negative, but it's like a nuisance. Sometimes those ghosts do not understand that you have a new home there, that your car is there, that that's your kitchen. What are you doing? To them, don't know what that is. To them, that is, let's just say, their garden. They're out there working in their garden and keep shifting the energy around. And in response, you're getting things moved around in your house trying to figure out what's happening. That ghost is not understanding there has been a new shift, a new move, a new vibration. So they're in your home going, what are you doing here? It's not always negative. They're just more or less like, yo, get out of my garden. What are you doing? Anyways, guys. There's a lot more I could teach for sure, but this has been an hour and a half. It's been a really quiet live, to be honest, which is actually nice. Either you guys are learning not to spam me, or no one's really talking. Yeah, of course they're working out. Have you tried them for yourself? Try them for yourself. Don't look for outside validation. Hello. All right, guys. Yes, I'm signing off too. Goodbye, Miss Lizette and Jennifer. So the religious bonds, yeah, they're probably pretty easy to break. It's a certain statement that you can say. I say anyways. Creator, it is commanded that any oaths, contracts, or religious bonds be broken. Time has been served. We are done. You no longer need to be a part of those. You lift from your soul the weights and the negativities and the traps. You know? Anyways, guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'm going to go make more deviled eggs for tomorrow's Christmas party. And I will upload this to YouTube like I always do. But good night. Sorry, guys. I know you're asking questions now, but I've been on here for an hour and a half. My face is on fire. Channeling. Goodbye.